Hey, you all, and good morning. Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from the Great River Road alongside the Great Mississippi River. And we've actually passed into the state of Mississippi, the state named after the river that we are following. Yes, it is the state that is named after the river. The river is not named after the state. The river came first. And we have stopped off here in Tunica, Mississippi. We are in front of the Hollywood Casino here. There's a whole strip of casinos in this area. I remember back when when there was gambling on the Mississippi River, they did it in riverboats. There was riverboat gambling, and then I think it kind of reached a loophole because originally the riverboats were because it fell under maritime law. So if you put a casino may be illegal on the land, but you put it on the river, and then you can do anything on the river. But I noticed over time that kind of evolved where instead of boats, it would be more like docks. They'd be like docks out onto the water. Now it seems like they just built the casinos next to the river. I guess that works. But I actually came out here to the Hollywood Casino because they supposedly have a movie prop exhibit here that I wanted to check out. So please follow me. Yeah, it is kind of interesting, just out here in the middle of rural Mississippi. You have these grand casino and hotels. Check this out, just entered the casino here at the bar. Have a massive shark hanging above the liquor. And look at his dead eyes. They're black like a doll's eyes. Over here, we have the Titanic submerged in this ocean here, right in the middle of the casino. Wait a minute, is this the loophole here? Is this how they have a casino? Do they have to build it on like a big a man-made lake? Oh, okay. I think I figured it out. And I guess if you have a man-made lake, you have to have a Titanic in it. Why not? And here is the car from Spin Out. I'll be honest with you, I've never seen the movie Spin Out, but apparently it is an Elvis Presley movie. Oh, actually, they're playing Spin Out right here, so I could actually sit and watch it if I had the time. Sadly, I do not. But still a cool car. There's a Batmobile here in front of the Titanic. Now it does say this is a reproduction. It says built to exact studio specifications. Okay, we're over here on the other side of the Titanic, and this explains that it says lifeboat number 1 seen in the movie Titanic. So obviously that's not the Titanic from the movie, but that lifeboat there was actually used in the film. Okay, that's pretty cool. There's a big camera crane here. See the camera up there on top? Apparently this one was used to film Gone with the Wind. Some more Titanic props here. There's plates and silverware actually used in the film. I don't know where this mummy's from though. It's a random mummy hiding over here in the Titanic corner. Also, the screen-used captain's outfit from Titanic there. And an authentic life jacket used in the film as well. Well, what's that brown stuff there? Is that blood? Is this a bloody life jacket from the bloody wreck of the Titanic? And of course, what would a prop museum be without the inclusion of a DeLorean time machine from Back to the Future? It does say this is a reproduction as well. But if we can peek in the window there. Oh yeah, it's got all the little time machine thingies and thingamabobs inside. And a man who is very popular in the state of Mississippi, Mr. Elvis Presley. Actually, he's pretty popular everywhere, but there is some of his clothing there. It says that he wore these boots at a concert. I really like this rendition. I like how just for some reason they turned his head into a microphone. Here is an Elvis gun. It doesn't say specifically what he did with this gun, but I can only presume he used it to shoot TVs when he didn't like what was on. This here's a lot of fun. There's some screen use costumes from Forrest Gump. You have Forrest Gump's military outfit there, as well as his football uniform. You know, when he runs and the crowd says "Stop, Forrest, stop!" as he's running on the football field. And I do like this too on this display, very artistic display. It actually is a box of chocolates there. And there's the military helmet in there. That's actually signed by Tom Hanks. Oh, and look at this. There is the ping pong paddle and balls from the ping pong scene in Forrest Gump. Have the Flintstones mobile there. I always wondered, as a kid, they had to sit in the car, then they put their feet down on the ground and they actually powered the car with their feet. It didn't seem make a lot of sense to me because they had to add the weight of the car and push the whole car with their feet. Seems like it may have been easier to just walk, like way easier. It's kind of awesome here. You have some Terminator props. There is a jacket worn by Arnie in the first movie, where he was the Terminator. Of course, in the second movie, they introduced a new Terminator who could basically melt into a mercury-like substance and take the form of whatever he would like. And this is actually a prop from that second movie. It says this was worn by Robert Patrick, who played the melty Terminator in the second movie. This is like when he got shot a bunch of times, he wore this shirt as like to show like where the bullets had hit him and splattered like that metallic substance. It says that Robert Patrick also wore this mask in the film when he was transitioning from man to metal. And there is the brain chip, Arnie's brain chip from Terminator 2. Now, it's my understanding this scene was actually cut from the movie. I think this was a deleted scene where, in order to make the Terminator more human, they removed a chip from his brain. In the movie, it almost, basically he just starts to become more human. They never really explain it. I guess it's the power of love or something. But in the original draft, they actually physically took the evil chip out of his brain. Have good old James Bond there. On the sides here, we have some firearms. That is James Bond's James gun. Yeah, all these props from all these Hollywood blockbusters, and also outfits from the movie Congo here. I've never seen Congo. I know it's about gorillas. Is that something I should check out? Maybe I will go back and give Congo a watch for the first time. I actually did want to see it. I think it was made by the same people that made Jurassic Park, which made me want to watch it. But alas, never got around to it. And there is a prop gorilla skull from Congo. Okay, help me out here, guys. I'm really curious. Leave a comment in the comment section, because I'm really thinking you have this water underneath on the inside of the casino here. I'm thinking this is the loophole that you have to have in order to have a casino on dry land. You have to maybe fill up the basement with water, or have water running under the actual casino floor. I tried to do a little research. I couldn't get like a very clear answer on it, but yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna put my guess is that all this water here, it's kind of like scary murky water. I'm thinking this water here is the loophole on which allows you to build casinos on land. And we have landed here in Clarksdale, Mississippi, right here at the Crossroads, Highway 61 and 49, marked here because this is the exact location that the blues were created. As the legend goes, the first bluesman, Robert Johnson, the man that created the blues, met the devil right here at the Crossroads. It is said that if you wait at the Crossroads at the fall of darkness, the devil will show up and you can strike a deal. People would wait at the Crossroads to strike a deal with the devil. Robert Johnson traded his very soul to the devil in exchange for the musical prowess to be able to play the guitar, to be able to create the blues, to create one of the most influential types of music in American history, one of the most American styles of music, the blues. And legend also has it that one time an aspiring YouTuber came to the Crossroads and traded his soul to the devil for 100,000 subscribers. But here at the demonic intersection of 61 and 49, where the deal was done, where Robert Johnson signed away his soul to create blues, we have the counterpoint right here at the Crossroads, Abe's BBQ. So while Robert Johnson sold his soul to the devil, Abe gave his soul to Jesus. But while Robert Johnson exchanged his soul to the devil for the ability to play blues, Abe traded his soul to Jesus to create the greatest barbecue sauce on the planet. It's all explained right here. You're at the legendary Crossroads, Highway 49 and 61. Abe's BBQ has been here since 1924. Where legend has it, Robert Johnson sold his soul to the devil so he could play a hell of a blues guitar. And Abe Davis was across the street, surrendering his soul to Jesus for the recipe of his now famous barbecue sauce. Yes, one man trades his soul to the devil for the blues, another man trades his soul to Jesus for barbecue sauce. And there we see it, the dichotomy, Robert Johnson there with his flaming guitar, the trade with the devil, and Abe there with his barbecue sauce, a little halo around the barbecue sauce, while Robert Johnson's guitar is flaming because of the deal with the devil. Abe's barbecue sauce has a halo because of his deal with Jesus. And over here on the side of Abe's, there's a delightful mural of the deal going down between Robert Johnson and the devil there. It's the devil handing him that flaming guitar. It says, "Go create the blues. It won't cost you a thing. Just your soul." But I, for one, am ready to eat some heavenly inspired barbecue. And here we go. It smells absolutely delicious in here. Now, I admittedly ordered a lot of food here. I got the barbecued pork. It's already slathered in that Jesus-inspired barbecue sauce. And then I saw this on the menu, and I wanted to try it. They had, of course, I really wanted some barbecue, but I also wanted to try this. They had tamales on the menu, which I thought was interesting for a barbecue joint. So I got the tamales, and I got them smothered in chili and cheese. We'll see if I can clean these two plates. I think we'll go ahead and add a little bit more of the Jesus-inspired barbecue sauce there. You can't get enough of that. Let's see here. Oh my gosh. And no exaggeration, that is some of the best barbecue pork, if not the best. That's so good. I believe that Jesus may actually have had something to do with this. The barbecue sauce itself is really good. It's like a tangy, got a good zing to it, which is what I kind of like barbecue sauce like that. I like more tangy, vinegary barbecue sauce. But this pork is so like tender. It's like melt in your mouth pork. This may be one of the best barbecue places in the country. I'm not even exaggerating. Some potato salad there. The beans. And of course comes with some toasted hamburger bun. We'll nibble of that. But this is amazing. This is unbelievable. But I wanted to try the tamales. So, you know, tamales traditionally a Mexican food. I've not seen it served in like a southern barbecue restaurant. So, all right. Got a lot of chili on there. And yeah, there's meat inside the tamale. It's also covered in chili and cheese. Very good. Very good. Yeah, chili's really good. Got really like a smoky flavor to the meat inside the tamales. Oh my gosh. And that's really good meaty chili. And it's served with like this, I think it's just coleslaw. Good coleslaw as well. Really vinegary. I may actually finish all this. This is all so good. This interesting thing I noticed here on the menu. Now, first of all, you can, in addition to the barbecue, they do have hamburgers and hot dogs and sandwiches. But you go down here, where the tamales are, you can see you get the tamales with chili, tamales with chili and cheese. And that's what I got, the tamales with chili and cheese. But if you get the tamaco, that's tamales with lettuce, tomato, chili, and cheese. Tamaco is also, for Simpsons fans, tobacco is a breed of tomato crossbred with tobacco. Honestly, I came pretty close to achieving clean plate club status. Just left a little bit of coleslaw and the hamburger buns behind. Dang, that was so good. So what a dichotomy here in Clarksdale. You have the Devil's Crossroads next to Jesus's barbecue. And honestly, maybe a little bit of recency bias at play here, but I think this may be my favorite barbecue restaurant in the country. I've been all over the country. I've eaten a lot of barbecue in a lot of different places. Something about it. Maybe it's the fact that Abe sold his soul to Jesus, or gave his soul to Jesus for the recipe. But this is so good. This is some of the best barbecue. I think it's my favorite. I'd have to go back and review the tape. But if it's not my favorite, I would definitely put it in probably the top 3. This is so good. If you're in this area, go out of your way to come out here. I can't say enough good things about it. And as we head out of Clarksdale, Mississippi, I noticed a set of coffin daffer crosses on the outskirts of town. Now I always look for these as I'm traveling. You see them pop up in different places, a lot of them in Virginia and West Virginia area, but you can pretty much find them anywhere in the South. Now, normally there is 2 blue crosses and a gold one in the middle. I think these have been painted white at some point. But yeah, it was a traveling preacher named Bernard Coffindaffer. At one point traveled the country erecting these crosses. You can still find them in a lot of places. They're still standing, so always kind of special when I spot one. Driving through the little town of Alligator, Mississippi, and I must say that's got to be one of my favorite town names I've ever heard. Alligator, Mississippi. Look, they even got a little alligator there making up the A. We are entering Leland, Mississippi, and if you gaze up at the water tower there, you can see that Leland is the birthplace of Kermit the Frog. And yes, Leland, Mississippi, the birthplace of Mr. Kermit the Frog. Also, Kermit's creator, Jim Henson, and we have here an exhibit of Jim Henson's Delta Boyhood right here in Leland. And as he is an aquatic creature, the birthplace of Kermit the Frog right here on the river. See the Mississippi flag there. It's a good looking flag, I think, as far as flags go. And yeah, see out front we have Kermit. He's dressed up for the occasion in his frog tuxedo there. But yeah, let's take a look. And look who's here to greet us. None other than Kermit the Frog himself. You can see him sitting there with his customized banjo. It's got a little K on it. And it says here that originally Kermit was a lizard. Jim Henson created him for a local TV show in Washington, D.C., and made him out of his mom's coat and a couple of ping pong balls. And Jim Henson has stated that he sees Kermit the Frog is somewhat of an alter ego, so a lot of himself in Kermit the Frog. Now, I'm not familiar with these puppets here. These are from Song of the Cloud Forest on the Jim Henson Hour. I guess this is a frog character that's not Kermit. This is Milton here and Thelma. And then the big alligator there in the middle is named Cayman. It says these are on loan from the Jim Henson family. Yeah, kind of a different style of puppet than we normally see with the Muppets there. This just says background bird. So, and that's one thing about like Jim Henson's work is that, you know, there's such rich artistry in the background, in the foreground. You see things happening in the back. So this elaborate puppet here was just made to just hang out in the background. And yes, this is Blanche. Blanche, I think some sort of iguana? No, I think maybe a chameleon. I think Blanche is a chameleon there. Is anyone familiar with these puppets? Leave a comment in the comment section. Over here we have a larger version of Kermit. Over there with his life partner, Miss Piggy, who was deeply, violently, and aggressively in love with Kermit. And yeah, always getting jealous. I think she would occasionally break out karate moves if someone would show any interest in Kermit. See the cases of Kermit memorabilia here. Kermit's up there. Then yeah, just look at all these different Kermits. Oh, right there is in his trench coat. I think that's when he was on Sesame Street. He would be a news reporter there. That Jack in the Box. Yeah, look at all the green in this case here. All these different versions. Oh, there's some slippers there. There's like a plastic Halloween mask. It's a Kermit snow globe. And of course, back in the 80s, if you were any sort of pop culture character, you had to have your own telephone. There's more of Kermit up here and some of his other Muppet friends. There is, oh yeah, Muppet Vision 3D is the show at Disney Hollywood Studios back then. It was called MGM Studios when it opened. These were probably like Happy Meal toys. You got the lunch boxes there. I feel like a lot of people my age probably remember the Muppets best for the Muppet Babies. I remember loving that show as a kid, and sadly, my understanding is like they can never stream it, they can never release it. They had like handshake deals to play the old footage. There was like, they would play like Star Wars and Indiana Jones footage, and apparently that footage is so tied up legally that the odds of this ever being streamed on any service is pretty unlikely. Yeah, look up here. There's a interesting puppet. I don't know if that is like an early version of Miss Piggy, something a little different. I don't see a sign explaining who this pig is, but very interesting. I think these are cookie jars here. And then look at that little Kermit there with the afro hairstyle. Miss Piggy is Cleopatra there. And then apparently Kermit was on the cover of both Life and Entertainment Weekly. This room here, they have a library where they're playing episodes of The Muppet Show. And you can pose with the giant Kermit here. Over on this table here, got these albums full of pictures and newspaper clippings. And then this here is Polaroids of people posing with the big Kermit in the other room. That's a lot of fun. These are from the early 2000s. I kind of miss Polaroid cameras. And I know they're still around, but I still miss them. Yeah, all the different people here sharing the memories, posing with the big Kermit. And here in Greenville, Mississippi, we have another land-bound paddle boat here. See, it says the Great River Road there, the Great River Road emblem on the side there. Now, unfortunately, this appears to be closed. There is a museum inside. I'm not sure if it is closed down permanently or if it is closed I guess it's Saturday today, so I'm surprised it's closed. But the doors say that it's open daily, so I don't know. Maybe this is no longer open, but I guess we can hop on deck here at least. I can hop aboard the River Road Queen here. Let's take a peek in the window. Yeah, see, I came up here. It says open daily, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., but it is currently closed. See some brochure racks in there. Come along to the front of the boat. This really is a cool building. And oh, look at that. We got some catfish there in the quote-unquote river around us. Very colorful catfish there. I don't know, there could be some real fish. Could be some real fish in here as well. Another catfish slurking over there. We have the paddle wheel back here, which is equally as functional as the paddle wheel on each one of the boats that I have rowed so far. Yeah, a lot of the tour boats, in fact, all the tour boats I've rowed so far have had like a non-functioning paddle wheel. I guess it's probably costly and inefficient to operate a true paddle wheel boat, but they do add the paddle wheel on the back for added effect. You have the Great River Road interpretive sign here. Brings back some good memories over the past week and a half. We started here in Lake Itasca. It was just a trickle at first. Took the river down, enjoyed the Twin Cities of Minneapolis, St. Paul. We saw the world's largest six-pack in La Crosse, Wisconsin. Dubuque was a lot of fun. They had the Mississippi River Museum there, and also the really cool like an elevator took up on a hill. Of course, if you want to watch these videos, please go back and feel free to watch them. And yeah, down into Illinois, Hannibal was a lot of fun with all the Mark Twain stuff. I remember seeing the statue there, and down to St. Louis, where we went up the iconic arch. Cairo, Illinois. That was probably one of the strangest places I've ever been. Just the absolute ghost town that is Cairo. And then just yesterday, it feels like yesterday because it was, we were in Memphis. Looks like we've covered a lot of ground, folks, and got just a little bit more to go. One genuinely cool thing about this building, despite the fact that it's shaped like a boat, is that this was actually used in the 1984 World's Fair in New Orleans. This was the Mississippi State Pavilion at the New Orleans State Fair. So they had this riverboat-shaped building there at the fair. Of course, 1984 New Orleans World Fair, the last World Fair to they ever had in the United States of America. And I've been pretty clear on this channel, I would love to see the World Fairs come back. Every World Fair has its own like legacy around it. It's impressive. We see pieces of the World Fairs left around. The Knoxville Sun Sphere, the White City in Chicago. It's just everything made at the World Fairs is amazing. I do think that they are maybe non-profitable for cities. I think it's difficult to put them on. So yeah, 1984, our last one. That was over 40 years ago. I heard that Minnesota was trying at some point to get a World Fair brought to them. If they ever do come up with another World Fair in the United States, I'll be the first one in line to visit, because I would love the privilege of visiting a World's Fair. Never had the opportunity. I was too young. I was alive when Knoxville happened. I was alive when New Orleans happened, but I was a toddler, and my parents probably wouldn't have taken me anyways. But yeah, did anyone out there leave a comment in the comment section? Have you ever had the opportunity to visit a World's Fair? Leave a comment in the comment section. I'm really curious about the experiences there, because it just seems like such an amazing experience. But I guess we enjoy, dotted across our country, little bits and pieces of the World's Fair left behind. Stopped off here in Onward, Mississippi, which is considered the birthplace, the spiritual birthplace of the teddy bear. It says 2 miles from here, President Teddy Roosevelt went on his famous bear hunt here in Mississippi. The story is that he wasn't able to catch a bear, so they brought him a sick, diseased, decrepit bear cub and told him to shoot it, and he refused. He said, "I'm not going to just execute a diseased bear. That's not very sporting. That's not what bear hunting is all about." So he refused, and they created cartoons of the event, and then a new toy line called the Teddy Bear was designed to capitalize on this. And to this day, toy bears, stuffed bears, plush bears are referred to as teddy bears. And here at this location, we also have the Onward store. This was a gift shop and restaurant celebrating the creation of the teddy bear. This is home of the Onward teddy there. Unfortunately, they are closed down. It is a sad reality when traveling the roads of America, that a lot of roadside attractions just are no longer open these days. And looks like this one is for sale, though. If anyone wants to buy the Onward Teddy home place here. See some signs here on the door. Reopening February. Oh, does not look like they does not look like that ever happened. And they do point you to the nearest bathroom. It's 12 minutes that way and 40 minutes that way. Unfortunately, that's the way I'm headed, so I'm gonna have to hold it, apparently. Wait, it goes on here to say, going to Memphis or New Orleans? I'm actually going towards New Orleans. It says, just keep going. No, there wasn't a faster way. Don't trash talk while you're here. Most of us were born here, and we're doing our best. Also, we kind of feed you. Enjoy the trip and the scenery. You won't be the first person to potty in the woods. It's okay. So I'm inviting you to take a urination behind the store here. They do still have the sign up here, though. It says, "Onward, where it all began in the vast swamps of the Mississippi Delta, the birthplace of the most popular toy in the world, historic site of the most famous hunt to have taken place on American soil." It says Theodore Roosevelt, America's conservation president, right there. Then America's most famous hunting guide, Holt Collier. There. Oh, jeez! A bird just jump scared me. Anyways, Holt Collier, America's most famous hunting guide. That sign did kind of worry me. I did have to go to the bathroom. Also, I'm running really low on gas, so hopefully we won't end up hiking. And we've stopped here at the outskirts of Vicksburg, Mississippi, here at the ruins of Margaret's Grocery. This was a folk art environment and also a functioning grocery store. It was created by the Reverend H.D. Dennis in honor of his wife, Margaret. And I'm glad to see that there is some remains of Margaret's Grocery here. The first time I saw this, gosh, probably over 5 years ago, it was already in ruins. I don't know. I feel like it's degraded a little bit, but not too much. It's still hanging in there, or at least what's left of it. You can see there's like a clown head there on top of that pole. You can see this is Jesus there with the mirror. Yeah, love the bright colors of the ruins here. See, this would have been like the entranceway, and you can see the actual grocery store back there. Looks like they have the top tarped off. Probably to prevent rain from getting in. I believe there used to be, the first time I was here, there was a trailer that was attached to the grocery store that was back there. That's been completely removed. But down here on this sign, you can kind of see the place in its full glory. It was an absolute folk art wonderland in its day. There you can see the Reverend and Margaret there. So it does look like there is an ongoing effort by the Mississippi Folk Art Foundation to preserve and restore Margaret's Groceries. I don't know that in the past few years, I don't know if there's been a lot of movement on that. The pandemic, I think, slowed down a lot of projects like this, but happy to see there still is people that care, and there still is people working to preserve this. Maybe someday we can see Margaret's Grocery preserved and perhaps even brought back to its former glory. Oh, how I've missed you, old man. And we have landed for the evening here in Vicksburg, Mississippi. But before I went to sleep for the night, I wanted to catch a glimpse of the Mississippi River. It's been my constant companion on this road trip. It just, even though I spent all day on the Great River Road, this is the first time I've glimpsed the Mississippi. It's just that, when you're going through the state of Mississippi, it's a very rural area along the river. There's not necessarily a lot of towns right on the river. So even though I've been running alongside of it, I didn't see it. I didn't see it all day. I was getting anxious. I'm like, I need my river. Where's my river? Well, there it is, here in Vicksburg, Mississippi. I'm gonna get some sleep. Tomorrow we're gonna enjoy the city of Vicksburg and then continue our journey down the Great River Road alongside the mighty Old Man River towards the Gulf of Mexico. We're getting closer. I don't know, we're kind of rounding the final stretch. I got a few more days left here on the Great River Road. I'm almost starting to get a little sad. This has been such an amazing trip. I almost don't want it to end. But yeah, we still got a lot to look forward to though, as we head south from here into Louisiana and follow that river until we can't follow it any longer. Thank you guys so much for watching today. A special thank you to those who've been following this road trip as it's been going on. If you haven't been following the road trip, you can always go back to the beginning and watch every video leading up to here if you have the time. If not, that's okay too. If you'd like to help out the channel, please subscribe. When I'm not following the Mississippi, I'm traveling the United States, filming roadside attractions, amusement parks, museums, haunted houses, and other fun, random stuff. If you'd like to help out the channel in other ways, consider contributing to Patreon, $3 or more, and I will send you a postcard once a month. If you'd like to purchase an enamel pin, they are in the Etsy shop. We're also in the process of trying to get some additional items in the Etsy shop, and I am doing personalized messages on Cameo. If you'd like to send a personal message to a friend, a family member, yourself, check the description of this video. All the information is down here. And of course, all those things help keep this train on the track, this boat on the river, and this dirigible in the air. Until next time, my friends, this one's in the bag. Old Man River, that old man river, he must know something. He don't say nothing. He just keeps rolling. He just keeps rolling along.